Hi, if you want to become more aligned and embody your I am presence, higher self, God self, whatever you want to call it, then stay tuned to this video because I have an exercise for you that will help you to do exactly that. Hi, my name is Michael Doyle and welcome to the channel. Today is Tools Tuesday, and what that means is on the first Tuesday of every month, I share with you a tool that I have come across in my almost 50 years of being on a personal and spiritual development path. I mentioned in several videos ago that I was involved with a program called Psychosynthesis many years ago for a couple of years. Psychosynthesis is a body of work that was developed by a psychiatrist by the name of Roberto Assagioli in Italy. In the early 1900s he started actually, and the exercise I'm going to share from you he developed in 1964. It's called the Disidentification Self-Identification Exercise. It was 1988 when I was introduced to it, so that's 36 years ago. Well, we were at a gathering of the teacher who was presenting psychosynthesis at that time. One of the senior students who had been helping with the current students said that she had read that Roberto Assagioli had written that you could do this exercise that we're going to share with you today every day for the rest of your life, and it still wouldn't be enough. And as someone who lives with that experience, that there's nothing more important than being in alignment with and embodying my I am presence or Christ consciousness, I can tell you that that statement has proved to be true. So that we're all on the same page and we understand what we're talking about, I'm going to show you something else that was developed by Roberto Assagioli, and it's called the psychological egg. Let me go through it with you. As you can see, number one at the bottom of the egg is the lower unconscious. The second or middle part is the middle unconscious. The third is the higher unconscious or superconscious. The fourth is the field of consciousness. The fifth is the conscious self or I or the ego. Six is the higher self, I am presence, God self, inner being. It goes by many names. And seven is the collective unconscious. What we are going to be talking about and what this exercise is designed to do is to help you disidentify and detach from the body, the emotions, the mind, and the thoughts, and to open up to embodying and receiving guidance and direction from number six, the higher self, which, since it's called that on this egg, we will continue to address it that way throughout this video, but it does relate to all those other names it may be given. So in the diagram, the star or the sun representing the higher self, it's on the line between the superconscious and the collective unconscious. And the reason for this is because the higher self utilizes superconsciousness to communicate. That's where our inspiration comes from, our guidance and direction comes from. However, most of us have blocked all of that out, so we're not very in tune with that. And this exercise is designed to help us to get there. Now we're going to do the exercise, and what I'm going to encourage you to do is to participate in it. In other words, close your eyes, relax your body completely, sit comfortably, relax all your muscles, release any tension, keep your spine straight, and then take a few slow, deep breaths. And I'll just give you a moment to do that. And if you want to just listen to it while I read it, you can then later do it on your own. And I'll also at the end give you the opportunity to get a copy of this so that you can have it and do it on a regular basis. The way I'm going to read it right now is fairly long, but with time, as you really get the experience that these words are saying, you'll be able to shorten it considerably. So let's begin. I have a body, but I am not my body. My body may find itself in different conditions of health or sickness. It may be rested or tired, but that has nothing to do with my real self, my real I. I value my body as my precious instrument of experience and of action in the outer world, but it is only an instrument. I treat it well. I seek to keep it in good health, but it is not myself. I have a body, but I am not my body. I have emotions, but I am not my emotions. My emotions are diversified, changing, and sometimes contradictory. They may swing from love to hatred, from calm to anger, from joy to sorrow, and yet my essence, my true nature does not change. I remain. Though a wave of anger may temporarily submerge me, I know that it will pass in time, therefore I am not this anger. Since I can observe and understand my emotions, and then gradually learn to direct, utilize, and integrate them harmoniously, it is clear that they are not myself. I have emotions, but I am not my emotions. I have desires, but I am not my desires. Desires are aroused by drives, physical and emotional, and by other influences. They are often changeable and contradictory, with alternations of attraction and repulsion. Therefore, they are not myself. I have desires, but I am not my desires. I have a mind, but I am not my mind. My mind is a valuable tool of discovery and expression, but it is not the essence of my being. Its contents are constantly changing as it embraces new ideas, knowledge, and experience. Often it refuses to obey me. Therefore, it cannot be me, myself. It is an organ of knowledge in regard to both the outer and the inner worlds, but it is not myself. I have a mind, but I am not my mind. I engage in various activities and play many roles in life. I must play these roles, and I willingly play them as well as possible, be it the role of son or father, wife or husband, teacher or student, artist or executive. But I am more than these roles. These roles are specific but partial roles which I myself am playing and agree to play, can watch and observe myself playing. Therefore, I am not any of them. I am self-identified, and I'm not only the actor, but the director of the acting. So that was the disidentification part. Now I'm going to read the identification or self-identification part. What am I then? What remains after having disidentified myself from my body, my sensations, my feelings, my desires, my mind, and my actions? It is the essence of myself, a center of pure self-consciousness. I acknowledge and affirm that I am a center of pure awareness, of pure self-consciousness. I am a center of will, capable of mastering, directing, and using all of my psychic functions and my body. I am. It is the permanent factor in the ever-varying flow of my personal life. It is that which gives me a sense of being, of permanence, of inner balance. I affirm my identity with this center, and I realize its permanency and its energy. I recognize and affirm myself as a center of pure self-awareness and of creative dynamic energy. I realize that from this center of true identity, I can learn to observe, direct, and harmonize all the psychological processes and the physical body. I will to achieve a constant awareness of this fact in the midst of my everyday life and to use it to help me and give increasing meaning and direction to my life. If you would like a copy of the psychosynthesis egg or the disidentification self-identification exercise in PDF format, just shoot me an email. You'll find it in the description box below, and I'll be happy to get that to you. If you found that you got value out of this video, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell if you do, so that you're notified of when I post new videos. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.